So this is what it actually looks like to wait to get into a GridLife event. Pretty much just rows and rows of trailers. But Mom's here, Kevin's here, editing video from the last race because that's what we do in our free time.
Which is none, unless we're waiting for the next race.
And yeah, we're ready to party. So we're out here at GridLife 2019, Road Atlanta, and we got this car ready to race. Unfortunately, Kevin's car is not going to be participating this weekend. He's still having some VQ problems that we have the cure for, which we'll get to later. But yeah, we got the car ready, and in the morning, we go live.
You did it really well.
It's on this side.
That side?
I think it's down there somewhere.
Definitely a lot of oil. That's a
They said I had an oil trail this big and this wide
For how
from turn
long?
8 all the way to where I was.
Okay, so you didn't go too far then. It wasn't.
So the downsides of racing: motor let go in the kink at 9, and I was still in gear, and we're not entirely sure if I hit my own oil or if the rear tires locked up. It still kind of happened so fast that I'm not sure. I saw a massive flame. We'll show you that in a second. And as I tried to coast to a stop, the car lost power with a tiny bit of steering input because of the kink, and it just kind of went straight to the wall when the engine shut off. Wait, took a hit. So there's that, but the flame from the engine made it all the way back here, so I suspect we have a hole somewhere in our lovely block. But at this point, we have 105 race hours on this engine. It didn't owe me anything. It didn't owe me a wall tap either, but can't be upset about the engine, and the wreck damage is just kind of a consequence of racing. So I'm just glad it wasn't worse, and I'm okay. Well, my ego's hurt, my heart's hurt a little bit, but we'll live to race another day. Here you go, guys. There's the carnage. That, my friends, is a hole in the block. At least we sent her out like the proper Viking warrior she is. A lot of scorched stuff under here. But overall, remarkably little damage considering how hard I hit the wall and how fast I was going after getting in the oil. But it must have been a big ass flame to get all the way back here. And we have some fire damage on the inside of the car as well. The back of the seat kind of melted, and our window net has a hole burnt through it. So yeah, good stuff. Otherwise, we have a little spot on the splitter that's a little messed up. bit of damage on the front right wheel. A little scrape there. And the wing mount pulled the chassis back a little bit here. Otherwise, she's good to go.
I'm just happy you're okay and everything's fine.
Hey, you know, it could be worse. I'll be back. You know I will be. So
I saw you come in. I was like, oh, that doesn't look that bad. Then I talked to Adam and I was like, no, it was really bad. Okay.
yeah,
It should have been a lot worse.
yeah, it should have been. So I don't feel lucky, but I'm lucky.
You're very lucky.
So
I'm so glad.
yeah. We'll be back. I can't. I mean, if you're gonna do it, right? Like, some people like want to hide from the fact that they like wrecked or something blew up, and I'm like, that's racing. Like, you know, we signed up for that. We don't want to admit that we signed up for that, but we did. So it happens.
Oh,
I'm like, why do you keep going this way? I'm trying to get you in there.
But yeah, so the seat kind of like melted. It's not bad. You can see the burn marks.
Alright, well our weekend is over here. Luckily we're 5 miles away, which is nice. Savannah had quite an eventful weekend.
I am at a loss for words. It sucks. We don't want to admit that we sign up for this as racers, but we definitely sign up for this as racers. So, you know, we sign up for days like this, and we're all just kind of in between days like this, hoping it doesn't happen to us, but the reality is it could happen to any of us, and eventually it will happen to all of us. So, we're bummed, but reality is the damage is really minimal considering I don't think anybody's ever hit a wall going as fast as I was going at Road Atlanta and left with nothing more than a broken wing mount and some aero damage. The fire is scary, so you know we really need to figure out how that got into the cabin, whether it came through the window, maybe we need Lexan windows, or whether it came through a hole in the floor or something. We know the firewall itself is sealed, so we need to do some more research and figure out exactly where it came into the cockpit, because that's something we don't want to play with. Never should have had that much flames in there, so that's scary. I'm alive, so
That's the most important thing.
I don't feel very lucky, but I'm very lucky, and we'll be back. So
And anybody watching knows that we showed you guys everything we do, so now we're not going to do just one LS engine in my car, now we've got 2 LS engines to do. So
yep,
it's going to be a fun off season.
Really curious to see what exactly failed in mine. We went through data. I don't know if I've talked to you guys since then. It's all kind of hazy. Didn't lose oil pressure. AFRs looked normal. Fuel pressure looked normal. Pretty much everything we went through. There was no audible knock. Nothing that indicated knock. So at this point, we think possibly a rod bolt snapped, or my builder is thinking possibly we exploded a piston. So we'll find out. It's going to be kind of hard to tell exactly what happened depending on how much carnage there is when we open it up, but I'm really curious to see what we find when we do. So we will be tearing it down even though it's not salvageable, just because I want to know what went wrong.
Yeah, it'll
So
be fun to see. It'll be like opening a really shitty Christmas gift.
with all sorts of sparkles and things. So at the very least, we'll have some cool trophies. Maybe we'll raffle something off. You guys can have one of the rods and pistons if any of them stay together. I don't know. We'll
I'm
do
sure
something
it's
cool.
fun. It was a small hole, so it might just be one. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Whatever, we survived.
Have a good one, guys.